here on page 129, which is right next to the page that I'm going to have you work on, which is 128. Like I said, I just want you to have the space on page 128 to do the work. We're not actually going to do the problem at the very top because we just did that on our dry erase boards. But you see a picture, you see a bunch of pictures of some various things that you could pretend that you're going to the store to buy. So, Derek, do me a favor and open up your book to page 128, 129. Thank you. We have a telephone for $36, which telephones don't quite look like that anymore, but they must have when they made this book. We have a camera for $63. We have a basketball for $25. We have a calculator for $17. We have a toaster for $39. We have an iron for $32. We have some blank CDs for $14, and then you can buy a chair, which seems like really strange to me, but you can get a chair for $28. Okay. So it must be like, I don't know, Walmart or something where you can buy all different kinds of things. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice buying two of these things and combining these numbers together. We're actually going to practice buying two different kinds of things. So let me give you an example of what I mean. Let me see if on my next screen I can show you. Do I have a blank page on my next screen? Okay, I have this page, which I will use this page. You will just use page 128. Okay, so let me pretend that I am going to buy, let's see here. I'm going to buy the telephone for $36 and the camera for $63. So this is what I would do. First of all, I would write down that I'm going to buy the telephone for $36. And then I'm going to buy the camera for $63. Now, I am going to show a way that I can add those two numbers without having to use a number grid or a number line. You're not writing this down. This is just an example. I want you to just watch and look. You're not doing this one. I want you to just watch and look, okay? So, this is a fun way to do big numbers is my open number grid. My open number line. So an easy way to add two big numbers together is just make one. Make that open number line. Now, think about it. Do I want to start at 36 and then add 63? Or do I want to start at 63 and then add 36? Should I start at 36? Yes? No? Jose's shaking his head. I'm afraid it's going to come off. He's shaking it so hard there at home. Holy smokes, Jose, be careful. Jose says no. Jose says don't start at 36. Jose, why don't I want to start with the number 36? Right, I want to start with the bigger number. If I start with my big number, then I have less jumps to make, right? I have less numbers that I have to count up. If I start with my small number, then I have to do a lot of jumps to get to the end. So I'm going to start at 63. Thank you, Jose. I'm going to start at 63. Now, I do not know my end number because I don't know how much it's going to be altogether. So I'm not putting an end number on my open number line. I'm going to start at the 63. I'm going to count up the 36. So when I start my counting on my open number line, where should I start? Where do I want to look first on my number that I'm going to count up with? Katie, where do I want to look first on the number that I'm going to count up with? No, Kaden, I'm starting with the number 63. So I'm not going to count up 63, Kaden. I'm looking at this number 36. Where do I want to look first in this number 63? I'm sorry? Yes, you're right. I am looking at the number 36. So, Kaden, my question is this. In the number 36, where do I want to look first for my number? I want to look at the 3, Kaden, because I want to see how many jumps of 10 I want to do first. So, Kaden, how many jumps of 10 am I going to do first? I'm going to do 3 jumps of 10. We always start with the 10s first, Kaden, when we do our open number line jumping, because then we can get the big jumps out of the way first. So my first jump, Kaden's going to be what? Not 3, Kaden. I want to do 3 of these in the 10s place. No, I'm not going to jump a jump of 73, Kaden. I'm going to jump a jump of 10, Kaden. If I start at 63 and I jump 10 more, Kaden, where am I going to be? 73. All right, I've done 1 jump of 10. Let me do another jump of 10. If I start at 73 and I go another big jump of 10, where do I land, Timothy?
You land at 83.
83. So now I've gone 1, 2 jumps of 10. How many jumps of 10 do I need to do, Kaden? 3 jumps of 10. So here's my jump of 10 number 3. If I start at 10 and I jump 10, start at 83 and I jump 10 more, Gwen, where am I going to be? 93. Now, I've done my 1, 2, 3 jumps of 10. Now I need to look at how many 1s I need to go. Now, I could jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiny little 1s, right? I could, but I don't want to do that. Could I jump a smaller jump, smaller than 10, and get close to 6?
Yeah.
Without going over it? What do you think, Levi?
Closer to 6.
What size jump could I make that would get me close to 6 without going over it?
A 5.
I could do a jump of 5. So, Levi, if I start at 93 and I jump 5, where am I going to land?
98.
98.
And then 99.
So I've gone 10, 20, 30, 35. I need to do a little jump, what, Levi?
1.
A little jump of plus 1 to get to 99. So how much would my items be together? $99 if I was buying the telephone and the camera. Okay? $99. So this is what you're going to do. I didn't want you to write that in your book, Logan, because you're going to need that space to show me your work on something else. So you need to erase it because you need that space. On your page 128, you have that blank space now. You are going to use the poster on page 129 to show me, if I can back it up here. There we go. You're going to show me 2 items that you purchased from page 129. Not the camera and the telephone together, though, because I use those 2 together. But you can use one of those 2 things. You're going to purchase 2 things from page 129. Show me how you're going to add those 2 numbers together. I want to see an open number line. I want to make sure that we're understanding the concept of the open number line. So, on your page 128 right now, you're going to pick 2 items from that poster. Write down how much they are. You can write down the names of them too. You have the space. Like I had written down, I had written down telephone, which was $36. And I had written down camera, which was $63. And then I showed on my open number line how I got to them. You do the same thing. You write down the name of the 2 things that you're buying and how much they cost, and show how you can get to their total using an open number line. Yes, Gwen?
You can't use both of yours because it'll be too easy and you'll just have to answer right away.
Exactly. That's why I want you to pick something else. You could pick one of those 2 things if you want to, but pick something else with it, okay? Or do 2 totally separate things. Yes, Logan?
How do I get on that page that I write?
Right here is the page that you're writing on. This is the space that you have.
You mean like
This is the picture that you're looking at, and then you can use this space to do your writing. Okay?